restrictions on no-knock warrants. Are you hopeful that there's real lasting change in Minnesota? And I guess if the federal government isn't going to step up, if Congress is not going to step up, do you really have to work on this state by state?
Yeah, you hit the hammer on the nail. I am very hopeful, not because of the gridlock that's going on in Washington, but what we're seeing in cities and municipalities and states all across America. And like I said, on May 25th, on Friday, the anniversary of the tragedy, we all can do something, as Dr. King said. We all have a role to play in this struggle for equality and justice for all. And so what you can do is find out in your city, has the chokehold been banned? And if it has not been banned, then that's what you can do to help fulfill the legacy of George Floyd. When everybody said, until we get justice for George Floyd, none of us can breathe. And so we still have work to do to make it where all of our children can continue to breathe without a police knee or excessive force stopping that breath.
And I want to change topics to another case that you're fighting. You fight on a lot of fronts, but this one I want to talk about. On Wednesday, you and your team filed a $100 million lawsuit against the Hancock County Sheriff's Office in Georgia on behalf of the family of Brianna Greer, the mother who died while in the custody of sheriff's deputies last year. Let's talk about this. What more can you tell us about this legal challenge?
Well, Jim, it speaks to this issue of the mental health crisis in America. Brianna Greer was a young 28-year-old mother of 4-year-old twin girls when her parents called for help, saying that she was having a mental health crisis. She was documented to have schizophrenia. And the police came, and regrettably, too often times, when you have an interaction with police and you are a person of color and you're having a mental health crisis, it equals a death sentence. Well, Brianna, they put her in handcuffs, put her in the back of the police car, then closed the police door good, driving down the highway, taking her to jail instead of the mental health facility, and she falls out of the car, cracks her skull in 2 places, her brain starts to bleed, she goes into a coma, and 6 months later, her twin daughters, Mariah and Maria, have no more mother. And that's why we filed that $100 million lawsuit, to send a message that we can do better by our mentally ill brothers and sisters.